Okay, guys, let's continue our journey as Detective Sherlock Holmes. We're still trying to solve the murder case of the Mayan. Let's see if we can do this without using walkthrough. Perform analysis. Okay, where should I go? Okay, I already arrived at my home. Let's see. How do we analyze? Aha! Examine, analyze photo. This is what I need. Solvent? No, no, no.
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath.
Let's use solvent.
I need a pipette.
Got it.
Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha, there's another person in the photograph.
Interesting.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
Hmm. Wait, what? It is from Mrs. Beckett. Why I go here? I mean, I should go to the club. I'm gonna ask the. I'm gonna ask Sir Charles about this. You better not lie, Sir Charles.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albeit. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Interesting.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Let's go. What is this address again? 8 Group Street, London. 8 Group Street. 8. 8. 8. 8. This is 8, no?
Keaton Street.
This is Keaton Street. Group Street.
Keaton Street. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
It's that way.
Thank you.
Possum Street.
What the hell?
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
Bernard Marley Foundry.
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
A drawing of Takunu Man. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue. This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. Fresh scratches. Something large and heavy was dragged here. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunu Man. Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunu Man.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
Let's try to analyze him. Dirty color, negligent. Amulet's protective charm. Letter patches, science fragment. Yes. Greasy hands, smell of oil. It's required for class work. Intricate works with rough object. Come on, correct. Oh, damn it.
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the Temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless, even in the beyond. There is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go?
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then. Sorry, I'm too busy to chat. Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
There were two large boxes. Two large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Tekun Uman's statue. Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Okay. This gets getting more interesting by the minute.
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
I need to finish here first. I can't help myself. I must open this letter. It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle. I need to turn on the gas burner first. I need to open it with something sharp. Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible. Let's reseal it, as if it was never opened. I need something to apply the glue. That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice! Come back in! I can do it! See? You're wonderful!
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
So it seems Alice knows the secret that the daughter is not really Sherlock daughter.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him. But you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
This suit isn't appropriate for where we're going.
Casual suit, overcoat, sailor, morning gown, doctor outfit. Yeah. Let's do this.
Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, that's good.
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side. May I help you?
Patients
On the window side. Window side. Here?
That isn't our man.
On window side. Jeez.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please, I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
Let's analyze. Medical ban. This is oh, this guy is wrecked. Not mark of disease. Wait a second. This guy has been born in chains. Smell of opium. Crowded market. What is there's a disease that create like this? See? Wrong. I knew it. It's a chain. It's not disease. I knew it. It's a chain. Ah, too bad we cannot edit it. Ah. Wait, let me check on the internet whether we can edit imprecise character portrait. Well, so there's no way to correct it. We just have to go with it.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong, I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
Dang ferret. We should get information from him.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible. He recently purchased Chinese tobacco. Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him. Our man passed by a circus.
Shit already. Then we need to go home.
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an op... Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together.
Okay, one of the things that I hate about this game is that when you click something, the Holmes voice will be cut, and you I don't know what he's saying. Okay, so we need a place where there's a market, circus, and opium. Wait a second. Almost get it. Almost get it. Come on. Come on. Mhm.
Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK.
Oh, okay. Brook Street.
Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
Nice. Oh, wait. Oh, we already arrived.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Help!
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Wait, what?
No! Please help! Help! Please help! Help!
Oh, damn it. Ooh. Almost.
I need something sharp to cut those ropes.
Oh!
I need something sharp to cut those ropes.
Where,
All of these statues serve as a perfect hiding.
Oh my god! Ah, that's so funny! Oh man! I get killed by it. Okay.
I need something sharp to cut those ropes. This table could serve as cover. This table could serve as cover. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Okay, man, this is really annoying. Okay, oh. Seriously, oh my god, this is really annoying. Where the shoot? It doesn't give me, shoot the curtain. Where the ass? No, I mean, what's the shoot? I don't get it. Oh my god. This is really annoying. Okay, so
Watson, cover me.
So turn out you have to shoot the guy on the window. What the hell?
Locked.
Damn, this place is full of booby traps.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen. A statue was once here. Now it's missing. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged. Our assailant escaped using this rope. Our assailant escaped using this rope. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof. Our assailant escaped using this rope. Our attacker escaped through this skylight.
Don't kill me!
Oh,
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
This bed is very small.
Interesting.
This model forms a part of another, larger model. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. 1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh, so he has been slave.
Albiet's wife and son, I presume.
Hmm. I see.
There's a little bed in the small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you.
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is the life of a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekkanen Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple.
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
This is getting more interesting. Okay, this is getting more interesting by the minute. Find out the truth about the temple. Okay, I started to understand how this gameplay. Find out the truth about the temple. Let's see.
Thank you again for saving me.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Thank you again for saving me.
I think we need to go back to the club and ask Sir Charles what really happened. Let's see.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
I heard that Zacchaeus was killed by the statue's spear.
Said something about the globe.
Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing.
Okay, this is find out the truth about the temple. Okay. Confused where to go from here. It got me thinking. And
What should we do next, Holmes?
I'm thinking.
My analysis table. My analysis table. It's useful for my work. My archive. I can always consult with. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Okay, I'm really confused now. Okay, okay, guys. That will be all for now. We'll continue later. I kind of stuck right now. I don't know what to do after this. Maybe I'll try again later on for this part. I'll see you on the next part. I hope we can solve this together. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. See you.